Princess Charlene, 43, was rushed to hospital in South Africa over the weekend when she collapsed due to a severe infection, an aide said. The princess was said to be in a stable condition after the incident, but the hospital would not confirm the details of her treatment for confidential reasons. The Zimbabwe-born Charlene was admitted to the Netcare Albalito Hospital in Balito, near Durban, under a fake name for a medical emergency. A statement on her condition said, Her Serene Highness Princess Charlene of Monaco was rushed to hospital by ambulance late on Wednesday night after collapsing due to complications from the severe ear, nose and throat infection she contracted in May. Her medical team is currently evaluating her but have confirmed the princess is stable. The details of the infection and why it has hit her so hard have not been revealed, but Prince Albert of Monaco has finally spoken out about his wife's extended stay in South Africa as rumors swirled of marital woes. Charlene was last seen in Monaco in January, with many speculating the Monégasque royals were splitting up. She told South African radio that she was remaining in her home country for medical reasons, saying in July that she cannot force healing, though this did little to quell the rumors. Now, however, her husband Prince Albert has sought to set the record straight. Speaking to People magazine, he insisted that his wife left Monaco to visit family, not due to a fight. He said, "She didn't TMT leave Monaco in a huff. She didn't TMT leave because she was mad at me or at anybody else. She was going down to South Africa to reassess her foundation TMS work down there and to take a little time off with her brother and some friends." He said the trip was only supposed to be a week-long, 10-day maximum stay, and is not due to Princess Charlene going into exile. He insisted it is absolutely just a medical problem. However, the royal did acknowledge that he should have addressed the rumors about marriage issues sooner, but explained that he had been concentrating on taking care of the kids and had assumed the speculation would pass. He said, "I thought it would just probably go away. You know, if you try to answer everything that comes out then you TM constantly responding, you TM wasting your time." While he insisted the rumors of marital strife weren't true, he did admit they had been difficult on the family. He said, "Of course it affects her, of course it affects me. Misreading events is always detrimental. We TM an easy target, easily hit, because we TM in the public eye a lot." Prince Albert added that his wife was ready to head back to Europe, though no date was mentioned for her return. The comments come as Princess Charlene was forced to miss their children's first day of the new school year. 6-year-old twins Prince Jacques and Princess Gabriella were instead accompanied to their private Catholic school, Section Ois Disease Nicholas Bar copyright, by their father. The family did, however, manage a trip to visit Charlene in South Africa in August. The royals holidayed at a safari resort in the KwaZulu-Natal region, with Charlene sharing happy snaps on her Instagram. She wrote in a caption, "I am so thrilled to have my family back with me." Kate, the Duchess of Cambridge, and Prince William have reportedly been looking at moving to Windsor, according to the Mail on Sunday, as a royal fan has pointed it that it might be for Prince George. The oldest of the Cambridge children could follow in his father's footsteps and attend Eton College, which is based in Berkshire. Royal Watch Susan Logue pointed out that the Cambridges would be close to the school if they moved to Windsor. Speaking on Us Weekly's Royally Us podcast, she said, "It might be several reasons they'd want to move. 1. To help the Queen. 2. To be near Kate's parents, and 3. If Prince George goes to Eton, they'll be close to the school. I can actually see them moving to Windsor or onto the property somewhere close to the castle." Host Molly Mulshine added, "It makes sense. Windsor is beautiful and it is the most adorable little town. It would make total sense." However, Kate and William could move into Clarence House if Prince Charles moves to Buckingham Palace when he is crowned king. Royal expert Marlene Koenig has discussed if the Cambridges would move to Clarence House if the Queen dies. Speaking to Express.co.uk, Ms. Koenig said, "I see Charles using Buckingham Palace for a formal residence, perhaps opening it more. Only using it for formal moments. He just lives down the street at Clarence House. I see William and Catherine staying at Kensington Palace for a while, and even if Charles did move into Buckingham Palace, there's a possibility the Cambridges would move into Clarence House. But these days everything is so easily accessible. Further changes to the monarchy could also include Kate not becoming Queen Consort if Camilla does not receive the title before her. On the topic of whether the Duchess of Cornwall would receive the Queen title when Prince Charles becomes king, Ms. Koenig said it would be a terrible precedent if she was only a princess. Prince Harry looked out of it in latest appearance, Insight. Meghan and Harry losing US fans as majority disinterested in book analysis. Kate and William to save Commonwealth from referendums under Charles. Video, she said, "There's no law, it is a tradition that the wife of the king is the queen. I find it personally ridiculous. I think it would set a terrible precedent. For example, if Camilla is princess consort, then why should Catherine be queen consort? I find it very telling that Queen Elizabeth II made an announcement a couple of years naming Camilla and William to the Privy Council. There's a very good reason for that in the case of Camilla that makes it possible that she will be present at the Accession Council when Charles is proclaimed king. Why shouldn't she be queen? There's no legislation needed, it's just tradition." Diana Gordon backed the first interview where the Duke of Sussex revealed his mental health woes 4 years ago. The 41-year-old became an overnight sensation when the prince revealed the trauma that his mother TM's death left on him, when he appeared on her podcast Mad World. Ms. Gordon, who has overcome an eating disorder and alcoholism, has since also formed a close bond with Harry TM's wife Meghan. Speaking to OK, she revealed Meghan even asked her to take part in her 40x40 mentoring scheme, which aims to help women re-enter employment after the pandemic. She added, "It TMS not crazy to me, it TMS just become really normal. They just good friends. I do a lot of mentoring anyway, so it was a natural fit, but actually I need a mentor. I am in desperate need of some guidance, so I am going to have to ask her to set me up with one, for the scheme." Since attending rehab in 2017, she enjoys a calmer chaos with husband Harry Wilson, and their 8-year-old daughter Edie in South London. Discussing her journey, she said, "I got really unwell for the first time when I was a child, and we know that around 40% of people who experience mental illness in their lives will have experienced it by the time they turn 14. You can stop them from having that experience, but you can let them know that if they do, it TMS normal." She added, "I get a lot of comments from people saying, 'I wish I had your confidence trademark, but confidence is a trick. I don't think it exists. We all have the same insecurities, but I just don't have the desire to waste any more of my life hating myself. It genuinely upsets me when friends say, I wish I could just lose some weight trademark. I get that people do it for physical health, but a lot do it because they think they be more valued as humans. Luckily, my daughter very much marches to the beat of her own drum. They always taught her that exercise is about the gains, not the losses." Follow below for live updates on the royal family. Princess Diana was the catalyst for change that helped make the royal family fit for purpose in the 21st century, according to her friend Joan Collins. The People's Princess would have celebrated her 60th birthday this year. She was tragically killed in a car accident in Paris on August 31, 1997. At the time, Diana and her boyfriend, Dodi Al-Fayed, had been trying to escape the attention of the paparazzi. Henri Paul, their driver, lost control of the car they were traveling in and crashed in a tunnel in the French capital. Ms. Collins said that Diana was the driving force behind the modernization of the House of Windsor. Writing in People magazine, the author said, "I think she brought the royal family into the 21st century." Princess Eugenie gave royal fans a glimpse of her baby bump during a documentary due to be aired this evening. The Duke of York TM's youngster daughter gave birth to her son August Brooksbank in February. Last August, while still pregnant, she filmed a programme for Sky Arts at Buckingham Palace. She was joined by art historian Kate Bryan to speak about the masterpieces in the Queen's Gallery Buckingham Palace exhibition. The 31-year-old, who studied art history and English literature at Newcastle University, posted a clip of herself and a short snippet from the show on Instagram today. Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, and Prince William are playing a really important role for the royal family, according to a former member of the royal staff. Over recent years, Kate and Prince William have been focusing on a few issues the royal family has traditionally not got involved in. This, according to a former staffer, makes the couple key members of the firm. The source told People magazine that by focusing on initiatives concerning topics such as mental health, Kate and William are playing a really important role in finding a point of connection for a different range of subjects that the family hasn't always connected with. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's Netflix projects were described as about as exciting as gluten-free bran muffin by a commentator in a brutal take on the pair's commercial venture. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are set to be thrust back under the spotlight ahead of a new film on US cable network. Many have criticized the show, titled Harry and Meghan, Escaping the Palace, that depicts Meghan lying injured among the wreckage of an overturned car during a nightmare in the first scenes. Supporters of both the royal family and Sussexes described the scene, which had many similarities to the tragic car crash that killed Prince William and Harry T's mother Diana, Princess of Wales, as tacky and crass. Neither Meghan nor Harry have shared their thoughts on the sequence. The pair are currently hard at work producing a range of projects. This includes a children's series and documentary as part of their mammoth $109 million deal with Netflix. Despite having signed the contract last year, the pair have announced just 2 projects. Prince Harry would have avoided problems he has experienced during his marriage to Meghan Markle by marrying Cressida Bonas instead, a royal historian claimed to Express.co.uk. Harry dated the British actress for 2 years, but the pair split amicably 2 years before the Duke met his future wife. Harry, 36, and Meghan, 40, tied the knot 3 years ago, and started their royal life together, but shocked the world by stepping back as senior royals last year. In a statement, the couple said they planned to split their time between the UK and North America, and become financially independent. According to author and publisher Andrew Loney, Harry would have had an easier time had he married his ex-girlfriend Cressida, claiming that leaving the royal family was a move pushed by Meghan. Princess Anne became pretty resilient during her adolescence as she navigated royal life alongside 3 brothers, including the future King Prince Charles. The Princess Royal learnt from an early stage how to conduct herself amongst the royal family, and with the British public, claimed a royal expert. Katie Nichols said that her 3 brothers, and her royal upbringing enabled her to hold her own when it came to pursuing a life in the public eye. Royal expert Katie Nichols told the documentary Princess Anne, "The daughter should be queen. I think growing up with 3 brothers, it was inevitable that Anne was going to be pretty tough, pretty resilient." Prince Andrew enjoyed a secluded lunch with the Queen in Scotland weeks after Jeffrey Epstein accuser Virginia Giuffre filed a civil case in New York claiming the Duke of York abused her. The Duke of York, who has repeatedly denied all allegations of sexual misconduct made against him, was pictured arriving at a lodge in Woodland just 6 miles from the royal family TM's Balmoral estate in Scotland alongside his security shortly before 1 p.m. The Queen is reported to have left the property around 90 minutes later. Pictures published by The Sun show Andrew standing on a porch. He didn't reappear after entering the lodge and is thought to have left by another exit. A source told The Sun, Prince Andrew arrived just before 1 p.m. and at around 2:25 p.m. The Queen left but Andrew was nowhere to be seen. His driver then left alone in his Range Rover but Andrew wasn't there. They added, "Clearly, he's eager to avoid the spotlight." Princess Anne received a lot of negative press after she was branded sulky during her overseas trip to the US with Prince Charles in 1970. The senior royal faced public backlash after she was branded sulky upon her first official visit to the United States. The Queen's only daughter had accompanied Prince Charles to Washington in 1970, where they spent 2 days touring the Capitol and meeting with President Richard Nixon. A royal expert recalled that the Princess Royal was not very well received by the American press, due to her standoffish nature. Royal biographer Penny Junor said, one of her first foreign trips was to America, where she and Charles went together, and she was not very well received there at all. She went to the White House to visit Nixon when he was president, and there was a lot of negative press because she seemed to be so sulky. She looked at the time as though she didn't want to be there, they said. She refused to answer anyone's questions, snappily saying, "I don't give interviews." She was very ungracious. Prince Harry's latest appearance at the 2021 GQ Men of the Year Awards sparked concern in royal fans who said the Duke looked out of it. Prince Harry, 36, delivered a speech blaming masses of misinformation for vaccine hesitancy and calling for jabs to be given to poorer countries. The Duke of Sussex made a surprise virtual appearance at the star-studded ceremony. But royal commentator Molly Mulshine questioned Harry's appearance as she claimed he looked tired. Speaking on Us Weekly's Royally Us, Ms. Mulshine said, "I thought he looked a little out of it in his video." Meghan Markle was reportedly very keen to sign Michelle Obama to her latest project with Netflix, but is now casting her eye towards chat show host Oprah Winfrey, a commentator claims. The Duchess of Sussex's alleged plans of casting former First Lady Michelle Obama in her new animated series have reportedly gone through the pan, after the Sussexes were omitted from the guest list of Barack Obama's birthday party. A royal commentator has claimed that the Duchess is keen to include big voice-over names for her upcoming project, and has now turned her attention to the couple's friend and neighbor, Oprah Winfrey. Royal commentator Neil Sean claimed, "What they really hope to do is get big voice-over names." Now Michelle Obama was one that Meghan Markle was very keen to sign up, but that went through the pan when they didn't get an invite to that spectacular 60th birthday for the former president. "I'm not saying Michelle's now on the back burner, but let's put it this way, the present hasn't been delivered yet, and I kid you not. Now they're casting their eyes around to see who else they could really connect with, and one of the ideas would be their friend for now, loosely speaking, the chat show queen Oprah Winfrey." Camilla defended Kate Middleton and widened a feud with Princess Diana's friend Lady Annabelle Goldsmith, a royal expert once claimed. The Cambridges are among the most loved members of the royal family, with a YouGov poll conducted last month claiming only the Queen is more popular. They have also stepped further into the spotlight in the past 18 months, as senior members of the family were forced to step back from a number of royal duties due to the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. This year the Duke and Duchess celebrated their wedding anniversary on April 29, marking a decade since they tied the knot at Westminster Abbey. Their fairy tale wedding was among the most watched TV broadcasts of all time. Despite William having a very close relationship with his mother Princess Diana before she died, he and Kate reportedly snubbed one of Diana TM's close friends in their wedding invite list, allegedly causing a rift between Camilla and Lady Annabelle. The Mail Online claimed in 2011 that Lady Annabelle was angry after having been excluded from the Cambridge's trademark wedding invite list. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's Netflix projects were described as about as exciting as gluten-free bran muffin by a commentator in a brutal take on the pair's commercial venture. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are set to be thrust back under the spotlight ahead of a new film on US cable network. Many have criticized the show, titled Harry and Meghan, Escaping the Palace, that depicts Meghan lying injured among the wreckage of an overturned car during a nightmare in the first scenes. Supporters of both the royal family and Sussexes described the scene, which had many similarities to the tragic car crash that killed Prince William and Harry TM's mother Diana, Princess of Wales, as tacky and crass. Neither Meghan nor Harry have shared their thoughts on the sequence. Princess Anne became pretty resilient during her adolescence as she navigated royal life alongside 3 brothers, including the future King Prince Charles. The Princess Royal learnt from an early stage how to conduct herself amongst the royal family, and with the British public, claimed a royal expert. Katie Nicholl said that her three brothers, and her royal upbringing enabled her to hold her own when it came to pursuing a life in the public eye. Royal expert Katie Nichols told the documentary Princess Anne, "The daughter should be queen. I think growing up with three brothers, it was inevitable that Anne was going to be pretty tough, pretty resilient. She had to learn from an early stage how to hold her own as a girl in the royal family, second born to Charles, and I think there's a lot of competition between the siblings, so Anne was always going to have to stake out her own role in the royal family." Princess Eugenie gave royal fans a glimpse of her baby bump during a documentary due to be aired this evening. The Duke of York TMS youngster daughter gave birth to her son August Brooksbank in February. Last August, while still pregnant, she filmed a program for Sky Arts at Buckingham Palace. She was joined by art historian Kate Bryan to speak about the masterpieces in the Queen's Gallery Buckingham Palace exhibition. The 31-year-old, who studied art history and English literature at Newcastle University, posted a clip of herself and a short snippet from the show on Instagram today. Sophie, Countess of Wessex, was highly praised after resuming her royal engagements following the summer break. Sophie visited RAF Wittering yesterday to watch competitors taking part in the Wessex Cup, a yearly tournament which sees her regiments and military organizations compete against each other in a series of challenges. For the engagement, she donned a very casual look with a camouflage jacket and khaki trousers. During the outing, she watched the games taking place and even showed off her gaming skills as she had a go at rally simulator Dirt Rally 2. Kate Middleton had to endure the Balmoral test at the Queen's summer holiday retreat, which, for outsiders, is anything but a holiday. Balmoral Castle has been in the royal family for more than 150 years, and lies on an enormous estate with grassy expanses. It is known as the Queen TMS Summer Holiday Home, where she and Prince Philip spent every summer together and would be joined by other family members, and sometimes the Prime Minister too. The green expanses are used for hunting, horse riding and a host of other outdoor activities. According to Andrew Morton, author of Princess Diana, her story in her own words trademark, Kate could have vanished from royal favor if she failed at this hurdle. He wrote, "Those who successfully navigate this social minefield, popularly known as the Balmoral test, trademark, are accepted by the royal family. The ones who fail vanish from royal favor as quickly as the Highland mists come and go." Oliver Pritchard Jones taking over from Katie Harris Princess and showed a desire to break royal protocol at a young age and be different from previous royal children, according to an expert. Royal commentators Katie Nicholl and Jenny Bond reflected on the Princess Royal and her upbringing in the royal family. Speaking to Channel 5 documentary Princess Anne, the daughter who should be queen, the pair agreed and wanted to step beyond the palace walls. The Princess Royal showed a keen desire to go to school and not simply be homeschooled, like previous royal children. This eventually did happen, and Princess Anne became the first princess to go to ordinary school. Fans of the Sussexes and the royal family have been united in fury as a new film about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's departure from the firm depicted a crass car crash scene infuriating viewers. The new film from US cable network Lifetime titled Harry and Meghan, Escaping the Palace, has come in for a hounding from fans of both the royal family and the Sussexes, as it depicted Meghan lying injured amongst the wreckage of an overturned car during a nightmare dream sequence in the opening scene of the film. Fans lashed out at the tacky and crass scene, which had many similarities to the tragic car crash that killed Prince William and Harry TMS mother Princess Diana. A prominent member of a European royal family is spending 2 days in Italy to discuss sustainability and tradition in the creative industries. Mary, Crown Princess of Denmark, traveled to Milan to attend the city's Design Week, the world's largest annual furniture and interiors event. During her brief visit to the Mediterranean country, the future Queen consort is meeting design companies to discuss environmentally friendly solutions and products for sustainable homes of the near future. The Duchess of Cambridge and Prince William are playing a really important role for the royal family, according to a former member of the royal staff. Over recent years, Kate and William have been focusing on a few issues the royal family has traditionally not got involved in. This, according to a former staffer, makes the couple key members of the firm. The source told People magazine that by focusing on initiatives concerning topics such as mental health, Kate and William are playing a really important role in finding a point of connection for a different range of subjects that the family hasn't always connected with. Lady Louise Windsor will have an important role in the royal family in the future, according to a royal expert. Royal author Phil Dampier told The Sun, "Lady Louise is definitely a favourite of the Queen and I can see her having an important role in the royal family in the future. Her Majesty sees a lot of Edward and Sophie and their children at Windsor Castle as they live nearby at Bagshot Park. The Queen is very close to her mother Sophie and of course there has always been a bond between them because Sophie nearly died giving birth and Louise has had her eye condition to cope with. But she has grown into a lovely and intelligent young woman and the Queen adores her." Princess Charlene of Monaco has been forced to miss her beloved children's first day of school as she remains grounded in South Africa. Charlene and Prince Albert II's twin children Jack and Gabriella attended their first day of school on Monday. But they could be accompanied to their state-of-the-art institute only by their father, as Charlene remains stuck in her homeland, South Africa, due to an ENT infection. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry should be reprimanded for destroying the public perception of the royal family, according to a U.S. Republican. Anthony Sabatini, a state representative from Florida, said, "I think she is a disgrace. As a whole I think she has done more to harm and destroy public perception of what was a noble and well-respected institution in Western civilization, the royal family. I think she should be reprimanded by every U.S. official for the horrible things she has said and has implied." The Countess of Wessex looked focused as the khaki-wearing royal tried her hand at gaming during a visit to RAF Wittering for the Wessex Cup. Sophie was snapped trying her hand racing on dirt too as a part of an e-gaming challenge at RAF Wittering. The 56-year-old donned khaki during her visit to the annual military competition, dubbed the Wessex Cup. Kate and Prince William's successful marriage is down to their contrasting backgrounds, according to a former royal staffer. Jamie Lowther Pinkerton, a former palace courtier, told People magazine, "They are bringing to the party different means of achieving the whole. He has the experience of knowing where the institution sits and seeing it evolve. The Duchess brings this pragmatic awareness of what it like to be from a decent, down-to-earth family. Princess Charlotte and Prince George may boast a royal heritage, but at school they are just one of the kids. Charlotte and her older brother both attend Thomas's Battersea in South London. The princess returns to class as a Year 2 pupil, while George is starting Year 4. In an attempt to ensure that their children have as normal an upbringing as possible, William and Kate have insisted Charlotte and George are not called by their royal titles at school. Instead, both children use their parents' title as their surname, as they bid to blend in with the crowd.